Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide Friday Live. This Friday, I have no idea what date it is. Um, the 6th of May. The 6th of May. Welcome to Friday, 6th of May. Actually, it's a really good friend of mine's birthday today, so I'll have to call her and wish her well. Okay, moving on, before I get distracted, on my report cards in primary school and high school, it always said Graeme is easily distracted. Said a few other things, but no need to elaborate on that right now. So today we're going to be looking at, well, starting to look at your response to assignment 3. And I'm already getting a few questions. So if some questions are coming in, I'm guessing that it's on more than a few people's radar. So the most common question I start to get asked at this time is about the activity 3.4. So let's go to modules and scroll down to activity 3.4. And if this is not recalling memories of having done this, well, maybe you have not done this. It's important to complete this activity to help you respond in your essay assignment 3. So if you haven't completed this, or if you did complete this and you did not save your, so what you would have done, you would have clicked on through these things, you would have read this, then click through these things. Here it asks you to make a response to some of these statements, which you would do here. And then eventually, after going through here, you save this document to your computer. It's not saved here in Canvas. If you have saved it to your computer, then you may have it somewhere. If you did not save it to computer, it's not saved. Look, this isn't a big problem. What I recommend is that if you can't find it, if you've saved it somewhere and you can't find it, just come back here to this activity and just go through the activity again and try and recall what your stage of learning was at when you were in week 3. Obviously, many concepts have come across your computer screens in the past few weeks. But if you can go back to the limited knowledge you had about this unit back in week 3, and then respond to these questions with that, pretending that you don't have all the knowledge you have now, and then this will still be of use to you in your response to assignment 3. So just go back and respond, complete this activity as if you hadn't gone any further than week 3. If that makes any sense to you. Okay, moving on to one theory. So the one theory I want to talk about, the easiest way to bring this to your attention is to go to the assignments, down to assignment 3, reflective essay, and into the assignment details. So here in the assignment details, the first prompt is refer to your self-rating of learning and communication skills submitted in the 3.4 activity. That's what we just talked about. The second part of that is consider one theory covered in this unit to account for any similarities or differences in your rating. So back here in week 3, you would have sort of given yourself a rating. It might have been a number rating. You might have just said, mentioned what some of your skills were, or how you were feeling at that time. Maybe you were feeling a lack of confidence, but now you're feeling more confident. So we want to use one theory to explain any differences between week 3 and now. And there may not have been any differences, and that's something you can talk about too. And some of the theories that we've covered in this unit include learning theories. We talked about social constructivism. Now maybe social constructivism, participating in the discussion boards, has helped you develop, and you've progressed in your learning through social constructivism since week 3. So that's one theory that you could talk about to explain the difference in your rating of week 3 and how you would rate yourself now. There are also communication theories that we talked about. We're talking about this week, in fact. Some communication theories. Let's go back to the modules. And I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom here to where the references are, and I could choose either the Harvard reference list or the APA. I'll choose the Harvard list. And this is just a list of all the readings in this unit. And I want to scroll through some of these to see, to show you that some of this information, that some of the theories, the references to those theories are here. So social constructivism is talked about a bit here in Senorita Softs, I can't pronounce that. And then as we went through, we also looked at, Metzger was one. Metzger is probably not one theory that you would talk about as far as improving, although you could, because Metzger actually helps you decide, helps you with your research. So if your research skills have developed over these weeks, because you're now using Metzger's approach to research, well, then you might like to use Metzger to explain how, the improvement or how things have stayed the same since week 3 or since you began this unit. What else is here? Week 7, locus of control. That's what we're talking about now. So maybe you've realized that an internal locus of control has, you're starting to rely on your own skills and your own self-efficacy. And that's why you've improved, or that's been an asset in your development in this unit. So these are the sort of things. Choose one of these theories. In week 8, there are some really excellent readings that might be able to explain your improvement as well. So I'm thinking managing computer-supported collaboration, Einen. Like if your collaboration skills or your communication skills in the discussion boards or research or just generally online communicating has improved, then Einen might be a really good source. If you read through this Einen article, you may connect with some of the things that Einen is saying, and then perhaps Einen's approach might be one that you could talk about as the one theory that can explain how you've progressed from the start of this unit to how you are now. Alrighty, the last thing on my list is models of reflection. If we go to back to the discussion boards, and I don't usually recommend that people look too far ahead, but on this case, I'm going to suggest that you might like to go down to week 9 to the models of reflection and start to have a look at the models of reflection now, because when you write up your reflective essay, you may like to use one of these models of reflection to help you write that essay. In the assignment 3 Q&A, I've actually put a video here that I found on my university was the University of Melbourne, and they have some really excellent resources. This is a resource on reflective writing from the University of Melbourne that was really helpful to me when I was undertaking some reflective writing, and I thought it might be useful to you as well. So I've popped that here in the assignment 3 Q&A forum. Alrighty, well, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. This has probably been a longer video than I was expecting. I was hoping just to do a nice short one. You come back after consolidation week into week 7. We don't need long videos at this point. We just need short shift ones to get us started. And hopefully you're feeling good about moving into or approaching the assignment 3 essay. If you have any questions about assignment 3, please feel free to ask them in the assignment 3 Q&A discussion. It's the best place to ask questions about assignment 3. When you ask questions, you're probably asking questions that your fellow students are also interested in the answers to, and then we can all benefit from those questions, the answers, and any discussion that follows. Thanks for joining me today on Friday Live, and I'll see you in the discussions over the weekend. Bye for now.